I always find interesting how this thing about feeling judged and being afraid of being judged, and it's almost as if it's about us, but it's not.
No.
Who owns it? You don't own somebody else's judgment.
Yeah, well, there's an old story I remember, I can't remember where I read it from, and it was talking about an old Zen master, and he's sitting there with his students around him, and this messenger comes from a neighbouring village, and he has a message for the guru, and the message is an insulting message. He goes up and he sends an insult from the lead person of the other village, and the guru says, "Thank you for passing on the message, goodbye." And he's totally happy, and the students look at him and they're like, "You are a great warrior yourself. Why didn't you kill him? Why didn't you show him, the wrongs of his ways," sort of thing. And the guru turns round and says, "If somebody brings you a gift, you don't have to accept it." And I like that story. I think it's really good. And I said, like I was saying earlier, the work I've done on disconnecting from the good opinion of other people and from judgment of other people is perhaps my favourite aspect of what I've picked up on the spiritual journey. Because there is when I was working in London, it was all fitted 3-piece suits, flashy watches, elaborately expensive pens, which is a pointless cost, because whether it's a £500 Mont Blanc pen or a 50p Bic, it does the same job. So it's all nonsense. And just completely so attached in the moment to what other people think of me, and almost on a constant check. Like if I'd make eye contact with somebody, my thoughts would be, "Oh, I wonder if they noticed this, or I wonder if they noticed that, I wonder what they thought, I bet they thought I look amazing." And it was constant and exhausting. And then when I detached from that, and it was about 6 months worth of work to really fully detach from it. And I say fully detached, I detached in most areas of my life, because I found that the fearing judgment, or with want of a better way to put it, it was easy to knock out certain things. Feeling judgment of when people look at me and worry about what I look like, couldn't care less. That was easy to move out the way. Judgment of this, judgment of that, judgment of whatever. There were certain things that were easy to move, but certain other things weren't so easy. Like I think I've just actually at the last retreat, to be fair, removed some fear of judgment that I had around a certain thing, and I guess it was the fear of judgment, but also the absolute desire for affirmation and confirmation on something. And it wasn't with everybody. It was only with 5 or 6 of my closest friends, and I couldn't care less what anyone else thought. Literally, but with these people, and at this retreat, it completely wiped away. There was a big, profound insight which kind of washed it away like a stream washing away a tiny dry leaf, like it was just gone. And I realised in that moment the levels with it, and it's put me into kind of contemplation since then, where I've been thinking, are there still any areas of my life? Are there still any areas of my life where I see that? And in this moment, I can't find any. It might be that I'm still hiding and they're pushed into the shadows, so who knows? It's not a closed book. But it was one of the best things I ever did, because I've had a significant change from the person I was to the person I've remembered I am. And that change would have been challenging had I been still attached to my old things. I went from being dressed like the Wolf of Wall Street to dressed like Moses in the space of 6 months. And had I cared about the judgment of my friends from when I was younger, they would have been like, "What the hell is going on here?" Or there was a picture of myself when I was 5 months into not shaving or anything like this, and I had this big, unkempt, badly grown, disorganised, misshapen beard, and a picture got posted on me on Facebook, and there were all these pictures from my friends of a picture of Tom Hanks in Castaway and all these sort of images, and had that been 5 years ago, I would have been like, "Oh, delete the picture from Facebook and don't go out for a month." Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. But in this moment, it was hilarious. There was not one bit of pain or embarrassment or anything. I found it so hilarious, and it was actually joyful to think that people laughed. I was actually really happy that moment made them laugh. There was a complete. It wasn't like I needed people to laugh with me and not at me. There was none of that there. And that's incredibly liberating because you can just be you. You don't have to worry about anything. You can just be you.